So my son starts kindergarten in September, and there's certain things that I'm sure the teacher needs them to know before they start. They got to know how to count to 10 at least. They got to know their ABCs at least, and there's probably some other stuff that they are expected to know. Well, what do you need to know for SAT math? Today, we're going to look at Test 5, Section 4, number 10, with a need-to-know approach to a question. 10 reads, if a squared plus b squared equals z and ab equals y, which of the following is equivalent to 4z plus 8y? So, that approach is the following. You could pick numbers for a and b. I'm going to make it simple. Let's make a equal 1. Let's make b equal 1. As long as if you were to plug into your answer choices, you get all different values for each answer choice, then you could keep them both as 1. In that case, if I plug into this guy, I wind up with 1 squared plus 1 squared equals z. 1 plus 1 equals z. And z is going to equal 2. Okay. And then we get ab equals y. In place of a, I could put 1. In place of b, I could put 1 equals y. So y equals 1. So these are all the values that correspond with each variable. And now the question's asking for the value of 4z plus 8y. So what's my z? My z is 2. So in place of z, I'm going to put 2 plus 8. What's my y? It's 1. In place of y, I put 1. And I get 8 plus 8, and I get 16. 16 is my answer if I use those numbers. What do I do to finish it? Well, in my answer choices, I see all A's and B's. What's my A? It's 1. What's my B? It's 1. So in place of A, I put 1. In place of B, I put 1. And I'm going to eliminate everything that does not give me 16, which is the answer I got. And this should make logical sense. If I pick certain numbers and solve and get a certain result, plugging those numbers into the answer choice should give me that same result. In answer choice A, what I get is 1 plus 2 times 1, and that whole thing is squared. So I get 1 plus 2 squared, so I get 3 squared, and I get 9. I need 16. In answer choice B, I get 2 times 1 plus 2 times 1. And so it's 2 plus 2 squared. These are squared. So it's 4 squared. And voila, I get my 16. And you can see with answer choice C, I'm going to get a bigger result, 64. And answer choice D, I'm going to get a bigger result, 144. All right. So that's your first approach. That is the approach that you should know for the math. It applies to a number of questions on every single SAT that you're going to take. So master this. And now we'll also do it algebraically, a couple of different looks algebraically. So one thing we could do algebraically is we could substitute. So if z equals a squared plus b squared, in place of z I could put a squared plus b squared. If y equals ab, in place of y I could put ab. In that case, I'd get 4 times a squared plus b squared plus 8 times ab. And then when I distribute over here, I get 4a squared plus 4b squared plus 8ab. Now there's a number of different ways I could finish this. One way is, if I look at my answer choices, keep in mind I'm going to have to FOIL each answer choice because it's quantity squared. So answer choice A would be a plus 2b times a plus 2b. And if you just think of your first term there, when I FOIL, I'm going to get a squared. So that's not it. I need 4a squared. Answer choice B, if I FOILed that, I would get my 4a squared. And answer choice C and D, I'd get 16a squared, so I know it's not those. So using your answer choice, you can use your answer choice at any stage of the game with these questions. If I rearranged this, you're used to seeing the perfect squares on the outsides. And if I then factored it, knowing that all the answer choices are perfect squares, what's the square root of 4a squared? It's 2a. That's going to go there and there. What are my signs? They're plus plus because everything's positive. What's the square root of 4b squared? It's 2b, so that's going to go there and there. And then if I FOILed, sure enough, we already checked the first and last terms. If I did the outsides and insides, I get 4ab plus 4ab, which sure enough is 8ab. So if I FOILed it, I would get back to this. So I know that it works. And then once again, answer choice B is 2a plus 2b times 2a plus 2b, or 2a plus 2b squared. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You could share it with someone who has trouble with or does not know this approach, that you can pick whenever there's variables in the answer choices, pick numbers, answer the question on your own based on those numbers. You get a number answer. Then plug the number that corresponds with each variable into each answer choice and see what matches. Or factoring, a little more high-level factoring over here. If there's any question you'd like to answer from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.